Hey there, gearheads. Today we're talking about a topic that's near and dear to my heart: the future of transportation. We've all heard about electric cars, but there's another contender in the race for clean energy: hydrogen cars. Imagine a world where your car emits nothing but water vapor. That's the promise of hydrogen fuel cell technology. Sounds pretty great, right? So, why haven't we all switched to hydrogen cars yet? Well, despite the potential, there are some serious roadblocks holding this technology back. It's not just one thing, it's a combination of factors that have kept hydrogen from becoming mainstream. But don't hit the brakes on hydrogen just yet. Companies like BMW and Toyota are investing heavily in this technology. They believe in its potential, and they're working hard to overcome the challenges. Will they succeed? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure: the quest for a cleaner, greener future is one wild ride. Let's talk about one of the biggest challenges facing hydrogen cars: the lack of infrastructure. Imagine driving across the country in an electric car. You'd need to find charging stations along the way, right? Now imagine trying to do that with a hydrogen car. It's even tougher because there are far fewer hydrogen fueling stations than charging stations. This is a classic chicken and egg problem. People are hesitant to buy hydrogen cars because there aren't enough fueling stations. And companies are hesitant to build more stations because there aren't enough hydrogen cars on the road. This lack of infrastructure is a major headache for anyone considering a hydrogen car. It limits your driving range and makes long trips impractical. Until this problem is solved, hydrogen cars will likely remain a niche technology. Now, let's talk about another challenge: hydrogen production. You see, hydrogen doesn't just grow on trees, it has to be produced, and that process can be energy intensive. There are different ways to produce hydrogen. The cleanest way is to use renewable energy sources like solar and wind power to split water molecules. This is called green hydrogen. But here's the catch: green hydrogen is more expensive to produce than hydrogen made from natural gas, which is the most common method. So while hydrogen cars themselves are emission-free, the process of making the fuel can still have an environmental impact. This is something that car makers and policymakers need to address if they want hydrogen to be a truly sustainable solution. Section 4. The price tag: costs holding back hydrogen. Let's face it, folks, price matters. And right now, hydrogen cars are expensive. They're more expensive to buy than gasoline cars and even most electric cars. This is partly due to the high cost of fuel cells, which are the heart of a hydrogen car. Fuel cells are complex pieces of technology, and manufacturing them at scale is still a challenge. Until production costs come down, hydrogen cars will likely remain a luxury item for early adopters and those with deep pockets. The good news is that prices are starting to fall as technology improves and production ramps up. But we're not there yet. For hydrogen cars to truly compete, they need to become more affordable for the average consumer. Section 5. BMW and Toyota: driving towards a hydrogen future. Despite the challenges, some major car manufacturers are betting big on hydrogen. BMW and Toyota, two giants of the automotive industry, have joined forces to develop hydrogen fuel cell technology. They're pooling their resources and expertise to overcome the technical and cost barriers holding hydrogen back. BMW plans to launch its first series production hydrogen car in 2028, while Toyota continues to expand its hydrogen car offerings. These are positive signs, but it's important to remember that even with their vast resources, these companies face an uphill battle. The success of hydrogen cars depends not only on their efforts, but also on government support and the development of a robust hydrogen infrastructure. Section 6. Hydrogen on the horizon: a long road ahead. So, what's the verdict on hydrogen cars? Are they the future of transportation or just a pipe dream? The truth is, it's still too early to say for sure. Hydrogen cars have the potential to be a game changer, offering clean, efficient transportation. But there are still significant hurdles to overcome, from infrastructure to production costs. It's a long road ahead, and it's going to take a concerted effort from car makers, governments, and consumers to make hydrogen a viable alternative. But as someone who's passionate about both cars and the environment, I'm rooting for hydrogen to succeed. After all, in the race for a cleaner future, we need all the contenders we can get.